Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be Classic and soO from GSL Season 2 qualifiers. Bottom right going to be Classic. Top left it's going to be soO. Two legends for your Patreon game this week. Should be an excellent PvZ here on Gresvan, a good map for macro games. I say that I think every single time, but that it's not only for macro games, because if you expect a macro game and don't scout, it could be a proxy. And then you will lose. So, alright. So, walling off here on the low ground is Classic. Maybe going Nexus first against soO here. Nope. Just Gateway expand timing here from Classic. Alright. And just checking to see if there's anything blocking the hatch from soO. And soO says, okay. 16 hatch. Right on the dot. Overlord scouting for proxies. Little proxy pylons, but Classic is not interested in that, at least not right now. And yeah, so this is going to be a Patreon game. For those of you who support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, I do appreciate ya. If you're watching this the week of July the 15th, thank you so much for supporting me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for as little as $1 a month. You're enjoying this a month before anybody else, and I do love you all and feel the love. And if you're watching this after July 15th, 2023, maybe in August, right? Or after that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I am here 5 or 6 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. Yeah, okay, so this is just standard build orders here. So far, anyway, from Classic and soO. Second gas, second pylon on the way. Let's see, where's the second pylon? There it is. There's the second pylon. Okay, very good. Cool done. Queen's on the way. Very good. And yeah, this is just a standard build order. So what's the play here? Pull the workers off gas. So we're not going to go for like a Roach Ravager all-in or anything off of 2 bases here. So we're taking that off the table. Not a Baneling bust either. Because again, you need gas for that. So this indicates quick third base. Probably around 230 or so. Probe can't really block it because the Lings are out. Drone heads over this way. Drone or Probe would really like to know that base is going down. Maybe cut a glimpse of that drone heading over this way. Can just assume it's going to be a hatch. soO could play some games here by not doing that. But whatever, it's cool. It's cool, and we got a Stargate on the way. Stargate coming in here from Classic. Very, very good. Very normal here. Nothing, I'm going to say, nothing too interesting here in this game. Yeah, first 3 minutes, that's okay. The games don't all have to be amazingly interesting in the first 3 minutes. Hey, look, the Ling scouted the Stargate. Look, it's not like written in the StarCraft Bible that you have to have a Stargate opening against Zerg, but generally, as the Adept... Okay. Adept getting some stuff done. She gonna die. Well, you know, I think she killed a drone. Fine. But yeah, getting that information is out. Knowing there's an Oracle on the way is good information to have. I'm curious if there's going to be a second Oracle after this first one. And the answer is not yet. So that's okay. Everything's fine. So Oracle, cruising on over. This Oracle's name is Betty. Betty Crocker. That name submitted by myself, because we're actually out of Oracle names at this point. So if you want me to read your Oracle name, go ahead and put it in a comment in any of my videos. And I will put it on the list, and we'll get it attached to an Oracle. You don't have to have a backstory. You can have a backstory if you want. It's just up to you how you want this to be. I'm checking for lair timing here from soO. What's he at? It's about 30 workers or so. It's got safety spore and 2 queens. Yeah, he's worried about additional Oracles showing up. And there are 2 out. So we did make a second one after I stopped paying attention. So 2 Oracles here. Betty and Friend ready to rock. Bunch of Lings out from soO. soO is a Zerg player that likes his Lings. Not that there are any Zerg players that hate Lings exactly, but... Okay, yeah, now here's the problem, is he took those hits, and, where's the Spore? Oh, no Spore at the natural base, means a couple drones died. Lings jumping onto this third base, the number of the Adepts can actually kill them before they finish the third, well defended here by Classic. I saw a Twilight Council come in. Yeah, extra gateway, Twilight Council is going, oh, Blink? Who gets Blink as the first upgrade against a Zerg opponent. It's usually, man, it's either Resonating Glaive or Charge, right? I mean, Blink's a good upgrade to get first against other Protoss and against Terran especially, but against Zerg, it kind of feels dicey. I don't know if I like it. Roach Warren on the way. Blink Stalkers in the hands of an elite player like Classic are very, very good. I'm not going to tell you you shouldn't ever make them. Oh. Okay. I don't know if that was worth. I mean, it's some lost. Oh, 3 drones. A little bit sloppy. And okay. And Adept's cruising in. Oh, Stasis catches a Queen. Good drone pull there, too. The drone pull is for the Adepts, I think, but it worked against the Stasis as well, so a bit lucky there from soO. It worked out that way. Robo coming in. Probably for OBS. Are we going Disruptors, or... Oh my gosh, that Oracle's alive. Only has 3 kills. I guess 10 drones have died so far, so decent harass thus far in the first 5 minutes. Really not too bad at all. All right, Classic's third base rolling. soO's third base rolling. Fourth base from soO. Where are you? Here it is, coming down this left side. And it's going to be an Observer from Classic opening up. Maybe an Immortal, recognizing there's a Roach Warren, because that Roach Warren was scouted by Classic during one of these attacks. Yeah, saw the Roach Warren coming in. So an Immortal's going to be worth its weight in gold here. I bet you that's what it is. Come on, let's go. Let's get an Immortal. Okay, second Robo, and then an Immortal. No! Robotic Support Bay. Maybe Disruptors here. So here's our little cute Blink Stalker. I don't have Blink yet. It's almost done. This wasn't played with a game hard interface. We don't get our little countdown to upgrades on the right. Well, Blink's done now. Stalkers were maybe trying to time something there, and then they decided, nah, let's wait for another round of Stalkers to warp in back home, then we're going to walk across the map here. Warp Prism is on the way. What do we got? Well, a bunch of Stalkers is what we got. Infestation Pit coming in from soO, going for a +2 melee attack and Glial Reconstitution. All this is going to be very nice against Blink Stalkers, but what's the further Robobay tech Classic's going for? Colossus? I would probably say Colossus here. Yeah, there we go. Colossus getting started. Kiting these wings off creep. Don't let them surround ya. That's what I always say. Ooh, blinking in to get that. That is tempting to blink in there, but no. Classic not going to blink into that situation. Dude, Betty. 5 kills and a great stasis trap on these drones. That's huge. It's a lot of lost mining. We don't have game hard interface, so we can't see the income graph. Lame. GSL, come on. I know it's just qualifiers, but give us the game heart. Do it. Yeah. 2 Colossus at a time. Extended Thermal Lance. Banging us on the way. Hive coming in. What's the answer to the Colossus going to be? Abduct. Historically and traditionally has been the answer to Colossus. When they introduced the Viper with the abduct ability, the first thing they ever showed us was abducting Colossus out of a ball of Stalker Colossus into a ball of of Roaches and Hydras and killing it. Are both the Oracles still alive? They're both still alive. This is some sick Oracle control. They're just trying to find little bits of damage wherever they can. Not getting too greedy. They get spotted. They're just going to back out a little bit. Maybe swing down. Ooh, there's already a Spore at the 4th base, though. Smart stuff. And a 4th base coming in from Classic now. At that high ground location here on Gresvan. So it's going to be Colossus. Is going to be Extended Thermal Lance. soO, I'm still waiting for him to do something that counters Colossus. Getting a surround on the Colossus with a Roachling Bane strategy. That could work. But if you're, there is the Viper. Okay. I'm going to say, if you come at this from one angle with Roachling Bane, all of it's going to die. The Colossus is going to burn your stuff to death. But if you can catch on a surround or just abduct the Colossus, that works too. However, is there enough time to get Vipers out? Did soO wait too long? Getting Adrenal, that's not going to help with this attack at all. soO's got the bigger army, but more splash damage here from Classic than I think soO is comfortable with. Zergling's getting, oh my gosh, taking down Classic's 4th base, forcing a cancel. Oracles swing in to help clear out these Lings. It sort of works, not really. Oop, cannon down, Ling still killing more probes. 4th base is a bit of a wasteland here. Not enough probes down to really cause problems. Centrifugal Hooks isn't even done yet. It's close to done. This is a really tough spot for soO. Classic getting that 4th base up is nice. Laying Bane. Slow Banes it is. Abducting the Colossus. Trying to get connections on these Stalkers with Roaches. With everything. Is there enough Zerg here to wipe this out? It looks pretty close. But man, I would love to see a couple Immortals here out of Classic. And it seems like soO has at least managed to force Classic back for a moment. Oh no, Classic decides, no, I'm not forced back at all. I'm going to keep pushing, thank you very much. Oh my gosh, Centrifugal Hooks is now done. This 3rd base of soO's is in a mighty amount of trouble. Trying to turn some of his injured Roaches into Ravagers to save the 3rd, but no, the 3rd is going to die. Goodbye, 3rd base. Just a couple extra hits. Colossus gets abducted and is allowed to get back to his friends. Just barely, though. Saved by War Prism there, too. 3rd base dies. Drones are... Why are you going back that way? Mine from this... I guess there's a Colossus making sure you can't mine from there, huh? Holy smokes. This Colossus has 21 total kills. 31, 24 kills on these Colossus. 54 to 47 army supply. soO has a lead, but he's even on worker count. Not where he wants to be. Warping in more Stalkers here. This is very touch and go for soO right now. Classic, he did lose his 3rd base, but it's back. His 4th base, sorry. It's back. Throws the Biles trying to kill these Stalkers. Blink Stalker's really good at dodging them Biles, though. Is there enough to force Classic home here? No! GG and Classic gets the win in game 1 of our sneaky twofer between these two players. So nicely done, Classic, getting the win there over soO, showing up with a very traditional Stalker Colossus Death Ball. What year is it? Is it 2011? This was very popular stuff like 10 years ago. Showing up with a bunch of Colossus and Stalkers. I guess the Warp Prism wasn't as popular then, but yeah, having the Warp Prism to juggle these Colossus around was hot. 1 Colossus died. There were 3 still at the end of the game, and they were awesome. 27 kills, 37 kills, 26 kills. Woohoo! That's what we're talking about. Resources lost, 15,000 to 10,000. Yeah, so that was rough. 200 Zerglings, 22 Roaches. 200 Lings is a big part of this. Lings are just not going to do well against I was going to say multi-Colossus attacks, but like even 1 Colossus attacks, Lings are going to struggle with. Getting Surround didn't happen. The Abducts, a little bit too late, I think. I think getting the Vipers out, getting that Consume down, getting that energy out would allow them to get some Abducts done a little bit earlier, but Classic showed up just in time to catch a couple Abducts. One of them killed a Colossus, the other one didn't. And I think there might have been a 3rd one too, but obviously that didn't kill a Colossus either. So 41 Stalkers went down, but all in the name of winning this battle. So that's game 1. Let's go to game 2 and see if soO can tie this thing up. Game 2 is here on Babylon. Bottom right again, it's Classic. Top left, it is soO. Woo! So that was a good timing attack there from a Classic showing up before Vipers were out. Well, Vipers were out, but didn't have enough energy for Abduct. And if there were 2 or 3 Vipers with enough energy for 2 Abducts each, then I feel like that push could have been stopped. We got ourselves a StarCraft's logo here from Classic. I do like StarCraft's from Carbot. And what's the plan here? soO says, I don't know, do we have... Oh, this is interesting. Okay, once again, checking to see. So he's going to go 14 hatch on this map, because the rush distance is much shorter than it is on Gresvan. So there you go. 14 hatching to deal with the annoyance that is this probe. Sarah will go Extractor Trick 15 hatch. soO just went straight 14 hatch and called it good. Gate expand here from Classic. Recognizing the hatch first means no Lings are going to try to mess with him at all for a while. At least within StarCraft 2 terms. Gonna be a while. And there you go. There's your spawning pool. Nexus here from Classic. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen a cannon rush against Zerg, yeah? Not really something we see a lot of in StarCraft 2. Not that we've ever really seen a lot of ever, but very fun when it happens. Seems pretty strong, too. But I guess the best Zergs are pretty good at shutting that thing down. Overlord popping in. Again, shorter rush distance means the Overlord can make it here before anything anti-air shows up to kill him. Yeah, I mean, this is second gas, second pylon. Rote here from Classic. At least soO mixed it up a little bit. But only out of necessity, and really didn't change much of anything that he's doing. So I'm not going to give him any points for being original here and kill Classic for doing the exact same build that he did in the last game, and like he does probably 80% of all of his PvZs. Once again, Adept moving out for harassment purposes. And so far, everything's happy. We got a Stargate from Classic again. I reckon. Love that creep spread with the first energy you get from that queen instead of an injection there. Ooh, third base. Does that feel earlier than the last game? It does feel earlier, but I don't think it is. Don't think it is. Fine. So, another Oracle here from Classic. What's going to be interesting about what Classic is doing here today? Oh, okay. Adept recognizes link count's not enough to actually kill me. And queen damage takes a while to kill me. So, we're going to scout in and get out. With 2 kills. Not bad. Adept friend shows up. Well, that Adept is dead. Hello, first Adept. I don't know why you came in here. I guess maybe to take shots for your friend. And forcing drones to turn into stuff like spores. This is super annoying. Well, at least the Adept died. That's a comfort for sure. And then the Oracle comes in. And you're at 4 minutes, and you don't have a spore. So, ow. Second queen popped. That was nice, but, yo. 4 kills on an Oracle. Plus, yeah, 6 total drones down here in the first 4 minutes. Third base warping in from Classic. Third base from soO is done. They kind of leapfrog each other based on how many bases they've got, all right? soO's third base is faster. Classic's third base is slower. Classic's fourth base is sometimes faster than the Zerg players. Get ahead there. We'll keep an eye on that. Another early stasis. Queen willing to jump in there if keeping the drones alive is the option. Yeah, so what's going to get interesting? Let's find out together, shall we? It's another Blink. +1 attack. Another Blink opening here from Classic. What does he know about Blink that other Protoss players don't seem to know? Evolution Chamber. Couple more Adepts roll in and die. It's a fun location, though. Little nooked in there, no surround possible from those lings whatsoever. Roach Warren fired up here from soO. So yeah, a bit of a repeat from game number 1. Dude, 7 kills on that Oracle is pretty good stuff. 14 drones have died with the Adept Oracle harass. And you know, that's maybe part of what helped Classic win game 1, was he did kill about 10 workers in the first, 5 or 6 minutes, and slowed soO down, slowed down his infestation pit. He wanted to replace those workers before getting up to Vipers, maybe, and just wasn't quite ready for the attack when it came. It's an old strat, but it checks out. Blink just about done. Double Oracles in the house here. This isn't enough Oracles to be hero style, but it's nice to have them around for Revelation and stuff anyway. Stasis traps and whatnot. Blink's getting a surround is a lot harder against Blink Stalkers when there's Oracle support. So kind of frustrating combo here. I like it. Showing up at 6 minutes in the hands of a master, as Classic is. The Blink Stalker. Yeah, that's it. You'd think Speedlings would be the answer to Stalkers. If they're being blinked by someone who knows what they're doing, bad times. Really frustrating times. I've had games where I'm like, oh, it's a Blink Stalker opening. I make a million lings, and then this happens, and I'm like, oh. Well, I can't get a surround on them because they're just blinking away so fast. Fourth base on the way from soO, which I think these Stalkers could probably kill. I don't think soO wants to fight this off creep. Not even close. Yeah, look at this. How many Stalkers have died? 2! 2! 2,000 to 1,000 resources lost. Fare thee well, Oracle. Queen's finally got rid of one of them. The second one is here. Warp Prism just kind of wanders to the front of the battle there. Hangs out. That's cool. It's Colossus again. Dude, this is... Losing to the same strategy 2 games in a row is one of the most disheartening things in all of StarCraft. If soO just loses to the same Blinkstalker, Oracle, Colossus stuff that he lost to in game 1, I don't... His mental state's going to be in a bit of a mess. You got to think. Fourth base getting set up here from Classic. There it is. Oracle dies to Queens. Overextended a little bit. It's got this fourth base. Knows that it's there. Army value is 68-64 in favor of Classic. Ling's getting a run. No, Adept shuts the door. Fantastic. Hey, 3 Lings. Nothing died there. This Adept isn't dead. Close to dead. Not dead. Roaches, Lings, Banelings, Centrifugal Hooks. Same story here from soO. Getting a Hive again. Which I don't know. What to do. Really feel like maybe instead of going Hive, you just make a couple Vipers straight up. The Hive does not help you with this incoming attack. It was working on Adrenal, but I don't think it ever kicked in before the game was over, and that was the only Hive thing he really went for before he died. Like, I understand you want to get there, but maybe Vipers instead? What's he do? More Roaches? Oh my gosh. Vipers, though. Hey, they killed an Adept. Good job, Lings. And only one of you got barbecued this time. Fine. So the Hive pops. Now Vipers get started. That's weird. And here comes the push. And the Vipers are getting started, which means they're not going to start without enough energy for anything. They're going to have to pop, consume, do that for a while, take some HP off a hatchery somewhere, and then get their Abducts. It's just... maybe it's just a little bit better, though. Protoss is... okay, I was going to say, the Protoss isn't quite on the doorstep. It's on the doorstep. This creep has been pushed a little bit further, too, although that's getting wiped out. Baneling speed is done. Getting some shots off on this fourth base is pretty clear what you want to do. This pre-split against this Baneling attack, so the Banelings can't get clumped up hits against clumped up Stalkers. That's so sick. soO's like, well, I guess we gotta go. So here he comes. South side, north side, this split again. Just not really making the connections you want, I would say. All of the Banelings seem to be gone except for 4 of them there. Colossus in the back. Stalkers doing their best to tank for the big boys. There's an Abduct. Hey, look, one Abduct. And the Colossus didn't even die. Okay, well, and it's 76 to 47 army supply. In Classic, wow, just an absolute replay of the first game, yeah? Straight up, 1 Abduct, except this time the Colossus didn't die, but 1 Abduct and then soO's dead. He needs more Abducts. I love it, same thing. Disruptor is being made back home on the follow-up from Classic. He's got to follow to this in case something crazy happens. Adrenal's now done, but there are literally 30 Zerglings out and 30 Lings against 4 Colossus. Oh, they're actually going against Zealots. That's good. Whew, but not enough. 8 kills Zealot, 1 HP on that guy. Yeah, base is dying. soO's dying. 78 to 47 army supply here. Yeah, no way. So yeah, something soO needs to try and figure out. How to stop this. Because dying to it twice in a row is just brutal. Absolutely brutal. So, GG, man. Classic gets the 2-0 win. it's sad is what it is from soO here. Amazing. Like, truly, 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 truly amazing. So, yeah, it is always very, very weird when you straight up just have two games where the strategy is the same and the result is the same, right? soO didn't try anything different. Classic didn't try anything different. Maybe there were tiny little adjustments, like soO going for the 14 hatch, but that was map dependent. The early harassment with the Adepts and the Oracle, slowing soO down just enough, and then showing up with a big Stalker Colossus Death Ball, little War Prism support in case the Colossus need it. GG. Yeah, one Colossus did die somewhere in there, so look at this. Look at this units lost tab, basically being the same thing. About 200 Lings, about 40 Roaches, one Colossus went down, 40 Stalkers died. Yeah, this is all the same darn thing. 18,000 to 10,000 resources lost in favor of Classic. GG. Okay, well, that is going to be a quick 2-0 today for our sneaky twofer of the Patreon week. Again, thank you, patrons. I do appreciate it, and that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself.